Welcome everyone to yet another Starcraft 2 commentary slash replay. I am Zord, and you are watching a match between Fnatic, MSI, TTLRI, and EG Puma, Red Terran, down here. Now, this is a second game, so I think this is the last one I have of these people, so it's obviously not a series, unless they were doing a best of 3, and well, I don't like to spoil the last one in case you see this one first. So unless it was a best of 3 that somebody's going to win 2 of, then they're just playing 2 games for fun. So last one was a very good match though, so this one I'm hoping will be just as good. This map a little bigger than the last one, and they did get the opposite spawning points, so hopefully it'll be just as intense as last one. We had an intense game on a on a small map, so even bigger it might be better. Something I always thought was interesting when I first started playing. These Vespene geysers here, they look like, I guess that's part of the premise of the thing. Look like they're just coming out of like some deconstructed building or something. So I always thought they looked kind of weird. Didn't know what they were at first. Thought, hey, some sort of doodad here that's not gonna really do anything, but it is. Up here, Fnatic, MS, you can see him building his pylon and gateway very close to his mineral fields. And that is done, for those of you wondering, to ensure that no Hellions or other stuff can get in here, because he'll probably put something else back here, like a pylon, and maybe a later anyway. And that way, if Hellions try to get in and harass, they will not be able to just go straight through. And also, it keeps his gateway somewhat close so that he can get a couple units out. Doesn't want to build them right here, because if he builds them right here, Terran units can get vision of the high ground with a medevac or a building and shoot them, especially dangerous with the siege tanks and stuff. So down here we have Puma walling off completely, which is not something you always see against Protoss. However, it is done to hide tech and stuff like that, but usually one Marine is enough to prevent a scout from getting in. So we'll see what this little probe does. I don't think he's going to get to see anything. And it kicked me off of the probe when I switched to his vision. And he's getting shot, and he's running, and he'll probably get away. So he didn't get to see jack shit. But coming down for Puma is a factory. Coming up, oh, Puma's going to see the whole thing up here too. But this is the standard opener for Protoss versus any Terran. You get your assimilators up, you get your gateway, and you get your cybernetics core, and that is specifically because if they get a Reaper out, a Zealot is not going to be able to do anything against a Reaper, and Stalkers early game are fairly good against Marines. So what the hell is he doing here? Bringing out some Menk statue. Where the hell is that? Oh, that big thing. Cool. I didn't even notice those before. I'm guessing you guys didn't either. And now you know they're there. Stalker's getting his Marines early. Late game, not so much. I mean, it's all pretty close, but Stalker's early, you can soften them up, and there's nothing Terran can do. They can't heal. So, as you can see, Warp Gate research coming up. Almost done with that. Getting a couple more gateways. Down here, we got a tech lab sitting here, and this starport's probably going to go right on that. That usually means cloaked banshees. So if he does get those up, there will not be much that Fnatic can do to stop that. He doesn't have a forge, so he can't build a cannon, and he doesn't have a robotics bay, so he cannot build an observer even. So if those come up, it is not going to be very good for him. And he's still clueless as to what the hell is going on. He knows that he's there, but he is clueless as to what's going on. Getting a proxy pylon, I guess figuring he's going to be the one doing the aggression here, when in all actuality, he's not going to be. So 3 warp gates and another proxy pylon. He definitely wants to be the aggressor. Let's see if he can get in and see anything. If he sees that tech lab on that starport, nope. Doesn't see the tech lab. on the starport. So he's probably worried. Let's just follow this Banshee around for now. I mean, he's gonna be the big thing. You see, cloaking's almost done. He's getting a Viking out instead of another Banshee. I don't know why specifically. I guess if he sees an observer following him around, he can scan it and drop it. And I mean, that's probably why he's doing it. There are ways to tell if Banshee, or no, not a Banshee. I guess Banshee once they're cloaked. Ways to tell if an observer or any cloaked units around. The screen looks kind of fuzzy, so that's probably what he's hoping to do with that Viking. But once he gets in here, these sentries, these guys, gonna do some damage. But yeah, let's watch this. Workers killed. It's just gonna start going up, and it started at 2 and doesn't even wait for it. Just calls the good game. So once again, folks, I missed probably some sort of little engagement down here. I don't know. There's a bunch of SCVs going up here, so there's probably a little aggression. The importance of scouting. If we look at Fnatic's view, he saw one fucking barracks and one bunker. He had absolutely no idea what was going on. So once that cloaked guy gets up there, he knows all of his probes are just going to be gone. I mean, he could have tried to get away, tried to just run and wait out that 42 energy, but he probably wasn't going to be able to. So fast game, not as good as the last one, but shows the importance of scouting. I am Zord, and I hope you enjoyed it.